Hey folks, it's Mike DiRubbo coming at you with another video. This time I'm going to talk about JK in New York, which is a composition I wrote for the great young drummer Jungkook Kim, who is the drummer on Inner Light and happens to work with me quite a bit. So this one, like many of my compositions, the initial idea of it came from me from the piano. This initial idea of movement of these sus chords in this rhythmic way, where I was hearing the drums playing through it and over all of it. So we're starting on E flat sus. Up a whole step. And that repeats, right? And then we have okay, and that whole thing repeats. So what I would do is get that down. I have a keyboard where I can record progressions on it. So back in my apartment, I had that, recorded it at different speeds, usually around the speed I'm going to play it. And from there, with my saxophone, I try to come up with a melody that I like. Something that sticks, something, I don't know, it's got some meat on it. I don't know what the terminology would be that you would use. Just something memorable, lasting, that has a little bit of turns in it, you know. But I'm not sitting at a page of music and just putting down notes in the most complicated way that I can. I usually don't compose that way. It's usually, you know, a combination of, you know, the heart, the ear, the mind, a good combination of all three of those things. Then it takes time. It's not something that always happens in a day or 2 days, whatever. You can be working on this thing for a number of hours, a number of days, coming back to it, sleeping on it, coming up with a different idea. Once I record a piece in general, I just kind of let it be. Once it's out there, it's out there. That's how we do it, and then I move on to something else, you know. There's always another composition to write. So getting back to the melody on the saxophone, and this is what myself and Andrew Renfro played on the guitar and will play, is, so this is happening. That's happening, right? And then we repeat that whole thing again. And then after that, I believe on the head end, the drums take 4 bars there. And then we get away from that figure and we're swinging time, 4/4, and we're playing over E flat sus for 8 bars and then F sus for another 8. And Andrew and I, at least on the recording, are taking 4 bars apiece because I wanted each of us to have a little bit of the color of each of those chords, you know. So it's not like one guy gets to play on E flat and the other guy. We each get a little bit of both of those. And then Brian solos over the little turnaround of G half diminished, C7 flat 9, quick 2/5, A flat minor, D flat 7, F minor, B7 flat 9, then back to. I can't say I had the name initially. I had an idea for a song, and the idea JK in New York came to me later on because I was gone during the pandemic for almost a couple of years, and I believe JK was as well. I believe he had to serve in the military in South Korea, which is his country. And that's still something that's part of their policy there, that when you hit a certain age, you have to spend 2 years in the military. Post-pandemic, when I moved back to New York City, I had seen JK again, and JK was back in New York, so it just all made sense to call this song JK in New York. And I hope that gives you a little insight. I'm going to be coming back to you all with more videos like this, and describing my process on some of the other compositions that I've written over the years. Okay, have a great day, everyone. Keep swinging and keep working hard, and have fun too.